last week we said two target areas, 17 to 19 or 30 to 33. Okay, now we've hit the 19th. Okay, so the top could be in. We could be seeing a wave 4 down into this area. Okay, now the wave 4, we're not even in the low window yet. Okay, the low window for the fourth wave doesn't start until about the 6th of March. Okay, so the 6th through the 24th, that's where I'm expecting, that's where I have a low window.
Yeah, the double top is these two highs here, the break below this level here, obviously not sustained, but we're back below it now. If we actually see another leg down here, the target is the 88 area. Now that is effectively Stan's line for where we are in the count. Have we made the short-term high or not? I posted this chart on the 3rd of February talking about the hit of this lifetime resistance trend line that had been made a couple of days earlier, and I was saying that you can see the TLT is currently testing major trendline resistance. Until we see a clear break over this resistance trend line, this is an inflection point for a possible very major reversal. Now, obviously, we've come off very nicely from that, and I've got a plan for what I think might do, and this actually matches Stan's very closely, so I think this may well happen. Now, what we're looking for here is ideally we would see a hit of rising support, which is actually, I've just been looking on the shorter term chart, it's actually almost exactly in the 121 area. But we have this down as 120/1. So Stan's thinking we go up here a bit, that establishes a decent resistance trend line. We go down, we make that 120/121 hit, and then we retest that high. That's a very nice trade of itself, but what that high should do is make the second high of a double top. And then that double top breaks down and effectively reverses the whole bull move since the beginning of last year.
Okay, we have been nailing bonds, just left, right, and center. So we called this low, we called the 5-wave move up right to this marker right here, 22.38, and we called a turn right here. We are expecting a higher low, and you can see the nice head and shoulders that's starting to set up here, and we're expecting a turn. When this turns, and if this turns, and if this goes higher, which is what we're expecting, we will have a new trend. We will be trending bullish for the first time in quite some time.
We're looking at, this is the 1150 level. If we were to, I mean, this is the strong support level here at the 1180 area. Obviously, we're back below that. That's held there. That's held there. We're back below it now. Ideally, really, from a just everything looking nice point of view, we'd go back to test 1130. It's possible we're going to go do that.
Where we are with the dollar, as you probably remember, is we put in a triangle. Let me just sort of scrunch this in. And this triangle here is the same triangle we saw in the euro. And the triangle has caused a thrust. Now, this thrust is a terminating move, okay? Because what happens in a triangle? You get a terminal thrust out of a triangle. Now, this entire thrust should retrace. Where we are in this thrust is 1, 2, here's your 3, here's your 4. We've just overthrown the channel. We've overthrown the channel. We've hit this upper trend line. I think it's done.
This is the channel that I posted the weekend and that we were looking at yesterday. The question is whether it holds. We actually hit it actually at the low for today, which wasn't hugely encouraging. It hasn't bounced it much overnight, and that's not hugely encouraging either.
Absolutely right.
We may lose this support this morning. If this is the case, then I was saying in the room that there was a very real possibility that we were going to go and take out the 2009 low. In fact, more than likely in my view.
What we have here is a triangle, and we've spoken about this in chart chat before. We have actually the 3 that finished with oil here. And we have an A, B, and a complex corrective pattern this way. And we said last week that we were going to see a wave C, and then a D and an E, and we've seen all of that, and we have broken out of this triangle. Okay. Now, the typical breakout of a triangle, what happens is it breaks down, and let me just zoom in here a little bit. It breaks down, then you get a back test of the triangle, and then it goes. So today, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a break of this yellow line, the B wave here. The low there was 47.80, A break of 4780 confirms and opens this as an initial target. I'm looking for 4297 to 4193. From there, we should get a hellacious bounce.